So, you're thinking about taking your PMHNP career to New Hampshire? Smart move. I mean, if you're looking for real professional freedom, a fantastic salary, and a job market that's, well, incredibly stable, you've definitely come to the right place. We're going to break down exactly what you need to know to get licensed and really thrive in the Granite State.
All right, so what's the big deal with New Hampshire anyway? What makes it such a standout choice? Well, it's really this powerful mix of professional freedom and a seriously compelling job market. Let's kick things off with the numbers that, let's be honest, really matter. First up, let's talk about the money, right? The average salary for a PMHNP in New Hampshire is a whopping $198,544 a year. And to put that into perspective for you, that is over $65,000 more than the average for general nurse practitioners in the state. Wow. That kind of premium tells you one thing, loud and clear. Your skills as a psychiatric specialist are highly valued here. But, it's not just about the salary. The regulatory environment there is a huge draw. New Hampshire is a full practice authority state, which means you get full, independent prescriptive authority right from the get-go. Plus, it's part of the Nurse Licensure Compact, which can make that initial RN licensing step so much easier for a lot of people. The bottom line here, you get to practice at the absolute top of your license from day one. No waiting. Okay, so what about demand? Is there work? Absolutely. Right now, the state is meeting just under half of its total mental health care needs. Now, that gap, that represents a really clear, consistent demand for your skills. It's a real opportunity to make a huge impact where it's needed most. Okay, but this next number, this is the real shocker. Get this. It would only take just four additional practitioners to completely eliminate all designated mental health shortage areas in the entire state. Now, hold on. That doesn't mean the market is saturated. Not at all. What it means is that New Hampshire has one of the most stable and balanced behavioral health markets in the entire country. We're talking about a place where you can build a truly secure, long-term career. So, feeling pretty good about New Hampshire so far? You should be. And the good news just keeps coming, because the path to getting your license there is refreshingly straightforward. Let's walk through the 7 key steps to get you practicing. So here's the roadmap. It all kicks off with your education and, of course, passing that ANCC certification exam. After that, you'll get your RN and aprn licenses, which includes your prescriptive authority. The final pieces of the puzzle are getting your federal DEA registration and your National Provider Identifier, or NPI number. See, it's a really clear and totally manageable process. And listen to this. This is a fantastic pro tip, especially if you're new grad. New Hampshire is one of the very few states that actually offers temporary licenses before you've even taken your certification exam. I mean, that is a huge advantage that lets you start working and earning money way sooner than in other places. Okay, so getting licensed is one thing, right? But what's it actually like to practice in New Hampshire day to day? Well, this is where the state truly, truly shines. We're talking about an incredible level of professional autonomy. Because it's a full practice authority state, New Hampshire requires 0 transition period and no collaborative agreements with physicians. You have complete clinical independence to assess, diagnose, prescribe, and treat your patients. And you're officially recognized as a primary care provider. It's the real deal. And this independence, it extends to some really critical responsibilities. You're legally authorized to sign things like death certificates, POLS forms, and DNR orders, documents that in a lot of other places would require a physician's signature. It just shows a level of professional respect and responsibility that really sets New Hampshire apart. And let's be crystal clear about this. When it comes to prescribing medications, and that includes Schedules 2 through 5, there is 0 physician involvement required. None. You have full independent authority. It's just a stark contrast to the restrictive oversight you might find in so many other states. The state is also really modern when it comes to how care is delivered. You've got broad flexibility for telehealth, and the state officially recognizes the patient's home as an eligible site for services. This really expands your ability to reach patients all across New Hampshire. All right, so we've covered the impressive salary, the super stable market, that clear-cut licensing path, and the incredible autonomy you'll have. So what's the next step if this all sounds like the right move for you? Well, for a complete, detailed breakdown of every single step we talked about, plus active job listings all across the state, you're going to want to head over to PMHNPhiring.com. Seriously, it's your one-stop resource for everything you need. So we'll just leave you with this to think about. When you combine that top-tier salary with complete professional independence, all in a stable and welcoming market, it's pretty hard to argue that New Hampshire isn't a premier destination for PMHNPs. The only real question left is it the right one for you?